You know, I'm kind of mad at myself. I saw this, well, I saw the precursor to this story several weeks ago in a UK magazine. And I was like, oh God, what are these UK people up to? And I was gonna do a story about it. And I was just like, it doesn't affect me that much. I just don't care. But damn it, I'm so mad because I just had a feeling that this was gonna become a bigger story. And it did. There is a group of people in the UK. They call themselves the Tire Extinguishers. They are a global green woke movement of retards. Think Greta Thunberg with a tire iron and a bad haircut and testosterone problem. Hates her dad. You know, those people. British eco-zealots who have slashed tires of at least 40 gas-guzzling SUVs in New York City now attack cars in Chicago, San Francisco, Scranton as they, quote, massively expand operations after wreaking havoc in the UK. Okay. So the background story on these retards is they call themselves the Tire Extinguishers. And as I said earlier, they started off in the UK. And what they do is they find fancy SUVs and they slash their tires. And they've gotten more than 5,000 cars over the last couple of weeks and months. Now, the reason they're doing this, according to them, is SUVs are bad for the planet and we need to slash their tires so they don't drive anymore. Hey, retards, morons. Slashing a tire does not make an SUV inoperable. However, what it does do is it forces them to either change the tire, oh no, you've wasted 10 minutes of my time, and then they go buy another tire, which is made from rubber tree plants and petroleum products and is shipped across the country on a boat that runs diesel. Hey, you've literally done the exact opposite of what you were going for. You fucking idiots. So, 5,000 tires. Okay, listen, hey, okay, let's say the person can't change the tire on their own. There's a couple of people that don't know how to change a tire. So what they do, they call AAA or whatever the equivalent is in the UK. So now they have a diesel-powered tow truck that comes and picks up their SUV and drives that to a tire change place. They still have to buy a new tire, still comes from rubber trees and petroleum, still comes from another part of the country, and then they take that tire that was perfectly good, could have lasted another 40, 50,000 miles, and they throw it into a landfill. Hey, you green idiots, you're all retarded. Congratulations. All right, so like I said, that was going on in the UK for weeks and months, but now they're branching out. They're coming to the USA, and they're hitting Chicago, New York City, San Francisco, and Scranton for some reason. Who gives a crap about Scranton? I mean, Biden was there, but he hasn't been there in 100 years, so really, who cares? Whatever. So the group has deflated tires on 40 SUV and luxury cars in New York City in late June. Let's scroll down and see what they've got here. Slashing tires across the globe in an effort to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Well, we've already proved definitively that they have literally made greenhouse gas emissions worse. So they're the dumbest group of people you could ever meet. The Tire Extinguishers movement, which started in the UK, has spread to the United States, and leaders promise to expand massively in the coming weeks. New York City was hit hard by the group last month when approximately 40 SUVs were deflated in the Upper East Side. Oh no, the Upper East Side, we're going to get all the rich people. They don't care. They don't care. A tire costs like $100. It's a minor inconvenience, and they're going to use way more greenhouse gases replacing that perfectly good tire than anything you could have hoped for. You tire extinguishers, you might be the dumbest people on the planet. I'll reserve judgment, but I'm probably right. So, residents in Chicago, San Francisco, California, and Scranton, Pennsylvania were also targeted by the climate activists. The group is most prominent across the UK and Europe, where activists have allegedly slashed more than 5,000 tires since the movement launched in March. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, here they go. What is that, a logo? That was a Kia logo on that tire. I'm guessing that's one of the new fancy SUVs. And I gotta tell you, Kia makes 2-liter 4-cylinder engines with a turbo, and they get fantastic gas mileage. This Kia, based on what I'm seeing from the logo in the center cap, is one of the most fuel efficient SUVs. But no, it's fancy. Let's slash their tires. Again, dumbest people on the planet. So after they slash your tires, they'll leave a note on your window. Want to guess what that note says? Let me just scroll down a little bit and I'll read it for you. Attention, your gas guzzler kills. No, it doesn't. We have deflated one or more of your tires. You'll be angry, and don't take it personally. It's not you, it's your car. We did this because driving around urban areas in your massive vehicle has huge consequences for others. This is a machine that destroys life with terrifying efficiency. Oh, fuck right off. I've had it with these people more than you can imagine. So, the tire extinguishers claim SUVs and 4x4 vehicles are a disaster for our health, our public safety, and our climate. The group alleges that government officials and policies have failed to protect us from this danger, so they have chosen to take action in their own hands. Well, the action they're taking is by destroying your property. Now, everyone knows the cost of cars has gone through the roof in the last, say, 2 years. So you saved up. Hell, it is entirely possible. You saved up for a decade to buy a new car. Well, they're just going to trash it for you because they don't want you to have it. Or a more possible scenario is you're leased or bought a car on payments. So you've got 5 or 6 years of payments to pay off this car that you're working hard for. You need it to get to work. You need it to feed your kids. You need it because maybe you want to get a side hustle as an Uber driver, and an SUV just literally gives you more opportunities to pick up larger parties and earn money. No, not for these people. They don't give a shit about you. Their car, that car hurts their feelings, and they need to destroy it. Oh, you worked hard to get it? They don't care. Oh, you saved for years and made sacrifices? They don't care. You're trying to make better for your family? They don't care. These people are evil. And not only evil, but they're fucking stupid. We do this by deflating the tires of these massive, unnecessary vehicles. I just gave you 3 reasons why they're necessary. Causing inconvenience and expense for their owners. The group, which publishes its slashing efforts online, took credit for deflating 40 tires in Manhattan last month. Members also targeted 20 vehicles in Chicago, 20 in Scranton, 23 in San Francisco. Tire Extinguishers claims the group is also active in Arizona and Colorado, but has not published slashing data for either state. Okay, it can happen anywhere, anytime, the spokesperson warned. If you're reading this and you own an SUV, scrap it before we get to it. Oh, they want you to take a perfectly good vehicle and throw it into the landfill? What do they want you to do everything on a bicycle from now on? If you live in, let's pick any goddamn town you want, except for San Diego, Chicago, New York, you need a car. Okay, Topeka, Kansas. You literally need a car to go get groceries. They want you to throw away your perfectly good car and ride a bike 17 miles in 95-degree weather to bring home a gallon of milk? I cannot emphasize this enough. They are all retarded. Oh, you can't say retarded. I can when it's applicable. These are the dumbest people on the planet. They make retarded people look like smart people. God damn it, these people are evil. All right, we went over this sign. Your gas guzzler kills. Fuck off. The activists noted that electric and hybrid vehicles would be targeted as well because they also leave behind a carbon footprint. The tire extinguishers want to see bans on SUVs in urban areas, pollution levies to tax SUVs out of existence, and massive investment in free, comprehensive public transport. Until politicians make this a reality, tire extinguishers actions will continue. So they're going after electric and hybrid vehicles too. They don't want you to be able to leave your house. Just comprehend that for a minute, how absolutely evil these people are. I can keep going on about this, but I think I've made my point. If you want an SUV because you feel they're safer, and guess what? SUVs are safer. Do SUVs get about the same gas mileage as a regular sedan? Yeah, they're similar. If you take, like, example, that Kia earlier, the Kia Telluride, it's a fantastic SUV. It's ultra luxury. It's got all of the features of a Cadillac Escalade, but it has a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Gets fantastic gas mileage. All the safety features. It sits up tall so you can see well, blah, blah, blah. It's seat 6 or 8 or who gives a shit. Okay. There are lots of reasons to have an SUV. I have an SUV. Now, it took me a long time to get my SUV. I paid for it in cash because I'm financially smarter than a lot of people. Now, it doesn't matter if my SUV is a Mercedes G-Wagon or a Dodge Durango SRT or a 1980 Bronco. Doesn't matter. It's mine. I bought it because I want it. And if you slash the tires on my car and I catch you, but that's what people should do to these people. Am I saying you should do violence on people? No. Not at all. Not at all. Am I saying you should protect your property with the exact same amount of violence that they're doing to you and your property? No, that seems fair. I'm just saying that you have the right to protect your property that you worked hard to get and you should keep, and you might need it on a day-to-day basis to work and feed your family. But these people don't care about your family, and they don't care about your job. They're ideologues. They have a mission. They want to do what AOC and Greta say. They don't care if it makes an inconvenience for you. They're on a mission. A mission from retards. Now, I don't want to get all biblical, but this is the most devilish thing I have ever heard of in my life. These people are monsters. They're psychotic monsters. And if they don't get their way, they're going to stab cars. And pretty soon, it wouldn't be a stretch of the imagination to say they're going to stab people. That's what crazy people do.